You're currently living in the in between, and it's extremely uncomfortable. You're questioning yourself. Did I make the right decisions? Where am I at right now? Where am I going right now? Am I delusional that I listened to my intuition? It told me this, I'm following this, but then I don't see the fruition of the direction I was told to go in. This is the space that you're in. You're in that in between your old and your new. You took that leap. You made that change. You listened to your intuition. You trusted your intuition. However, you're not on the other side yet, but it's way closer than you realize. It's not that far away. You needed to learn certain aspects of yourself, of your belief systems, your energies, all of that in the in between, the this and the that. You needed to make those decisions, leave that behind in order to come into this before you can get to this. Okay. What came up for you? It was a gift. It's a gift to show you what you needed to release because you're being trained to be able to hold this where you're going, not where you've been. Confirmation. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but okay. So you're being trained, okay? So the in between, oh my goodness, I just love that how the lights went off just right at that part. Because that's the key message for where you are at right now is you're being trained to hold this because it's very different than where you were. It's not the same. It's freer. It's less structured. It's less being stuck in the matrix and more knowing and trusting in every single moment and being in the now, following your intuition, following every moment, just one at a time. And it doesn't mean you're not in action. Of course, you're in action. You're just in inspired, intuitively guided action, opposed to the living in that restricted, I'm going to say 9 to 5, but it doesn't have to be 9 to 5, very mundane, have to's, should, as if you're a robot and there's nothing more to you. Okay. You've left that. You've chosen to leave that. And you made that leap, trusting your tuition. And that's all that's happening right now is you being trained in order to hold this. What's coming up for you? Notice that. What's coming up for you? What are the fears that are coming up for you? What are the types of thoughts you're having? It's fine tuning you, fine tuning your energy, rewriting your subconscious because, everything that was in your subconscious on this side, it was obviously, with the whole neurons and, in the brain and the rewiring, you're rewiring your brain even, right? Because they've been, connected in this old way for so long that they're starting to be rewired. And the more you take leaps out of your comfort zone, even if it's just small pieces, one at a time, almost every day or every other day, depending on how uncomfortable it is out of your zone that you take, you should continuously take step by step outside. Okay, you know what? This makes me a little anxious. You don't have to go A to Z, but let's say A to C, right? This makes me not this anxious. This makes me this anxious. I'm going to do it. This anxious, I'm going to do it. And as long as it's something that's obviously taking you to over here, and then it's rewiring, it's just to rewire your brain, you know, different neurons start to fire together, you know, it's everything. It's energetic, it's spiritual, it's in your body. It's the mechanics of your body. It's the science behind your body. Spirituality is actually science, right? The two have been taken apart, which, there was a reason for that once upon a time, church and state and this and like when all that kind of stuff started to divide. Once upon a time, it was all the exact same damn thing. It was all one. So it's all science. That's what's going on. Okay. That's all that's going on. So you could take a moment, you could take a nice deep breath, and you can surrender into seeing and knowing in each moment the next step will be shown to you, trusting it, coming into you. Okay. If you need some help with that, I do have a channel with tapping videos. That's what I do. Right. So when I'm in that void, when I'm in that space, that's what I do. I tap because that's helped me so much. I've learned how to process my emotions, some gentle breath work, some energy work. You got to do what is needed for you. Right. I found some physical work helpful, even though that's the one I have the hardest time getting into is physical exercises, but it helps. It definitely helps. Certain supplements. What do you need to do to cater to you? Right? What does your body need from you right now? What does your mind need from you right now? Um, what does your energetic field need from you right now? That's all you need to think of is right now in every moment, slow down, be present. And in any moment, what is it that I need for myself? That's where you're at right now. It's coming. Okay? It's coming. You can't see it right now. And it's okay because that's part of the training too. You don't need to have to see too far in advance. You really don't need to. That's only when we're in fight or flight, when we're scared. When we trust and we know, we don't need to see too far in advance. Like we have an idea of how we want to live in general and how it feels, but you don't need all the details. Every step, piece by piece by piece. Trust. You're good.